Yes, people. Welcome back to the Ram Stand. I hope you're all doing very, very well on this Saturday evening. Liverpool won 2-0 at Anfield against the mighty Brighton Hove Albion. A very good performance from the Reds. A very, very good performance. I think defensively looked really assured. Going forward, we didn't look the best. We didn't look the best at all, but I will say we had some good moments. If we were a little bit more clinical with certain areas, we would have put the game to bed from minute 60. But at the end of the day, it's a good win. It's at Anfield, a game where we haven't won in almost a month. The confidence is low. If you take everything into account, it's a good victory. It is a very, very good victory for the Reds. Before we get into anything, obviously, housekeeping as always, make sure to like the video, comment if you haven't, or if you're watching on the replay, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. On the road to 1,000 subscribers. We've hit 600 already. I'm pretty sure we can get to 1,000 by the end of, I was going to say the end of the year, but I'll say by the end of January next year. I'm pretty sure, I have faith in all of you guys that we will get there as soon as possible. I can already see Gary in the chat right now. Tally ho Rams. Hugo is the main nine. Isak was poor again. One is running off patience. One is running out of patience, sorry. Nunes got pelters and won a prem. Isak is looking like a donkey. Bro, it's not looking good for the guy. It's not looking good for the guy. I think we've given him a lot of excuses. The start of the season, no preseason. Then he had a groin injury. It was just a lot of things. A lot of things were going wrong for it. Were not helping Isak in the grand scheme of things. However, we're at a point where we can't give you any of those excuses anymore, man. We can't. You got to be performing at December time, bro. Like, we've given you the whole no preseason excuse. We can't do that anymore. We've given you the whole you had a groin injury. You're back from the groin injury. You're back. You're back to full fitness. You're back to the levels that we expect you to be at. We can't give you that same level uh, of of um of protection now. You've got to start performing, man. You've got to start performing. Big up John Conway in the chat. Big up your damn self. But yeah, it's a very good victory for Liverpool. A strong 2-0 win against a very tough opposition in Brighton. Brighton were coming into this game, I want to say in a great run of form, but in a decent run of form, so to speak. They were unbeaten in their last five. Sorry, they were only lost one in their last 5 games. I think they picked up 3 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. So it's a very good run of form coming into the game. And obviously, us coming from a very up and down run of form, inconsistent, so to speak, unbeaten in our last 4. But a majority of them were draws. Well, half of them were draws. So it was an interesting one going into the game. And if you're telling anybody that we'll go into the game and the result will be a 2-0 win, I think every Liverpool fan would have taken taken any result that we got, whether it be 2-0, 3-0, 1-0, 2-1, 3-1, 4-3, anything. Because at this point, the football club needs victories. The football club is at a point where we can't be relying on individuals or refereeing decisions like we did the last game against Inter, rather, which in my opinion was a bit fortuitous, but still, we even if we played defended well, we've got to get victories, man. It's been a massive mess in the last couple of days, especially in the last week or so, with the whole Mo Salah debacle, um, and everything, and the results as well. But the only way we can forget about all this is by starting to get more victories under the belt, and we're currently doing that. We are currently doing that, and it's good. And it's good that we're starting to build up from this, because right now Mo is not going to be a part of the team. He's going to AFCON, and now we're going to a very tough run of fixtures where games are coming thick and fast, and we need to start clawing our way back to the top 4 at a minimum. The fact that the title's gone is mad to say after the transfer window that we had, but we're at a point where we are fighting for top 4, and if we're not there or thereabouts by the end of the year, it's going to get dark, man. It's going to get really, really dark. Um, but onto the game. I want to go into a little bit more detail about the game. So, first things I want to start off with Hugo Ekitke. What a player. What a play. You can see that he's not the fully refined article. You can see that there's certain qualities that he has that are unbelievable. His dribbling ability, his close control, his technical ability that he has as well is fantastic to see. But we all know that one thing that he has is that he has that tunnel vision mentality, which unfortunately, a player of his age and the quality that he has, and the ambition and the self motivation he has, he's gonna have moments where he just ends up shooting when he's not meant to shoot. When he holds on to the ball a bit too much, when he should have laid it off to somebody else. You'll see stuff like that in his game, and rather it will get frustrating. But given time where he can refine those attributes, refine his game, gaming analysis, refine his game overall, he will be a top player, man. And he's already showing it. I think already Ekitike is probably on 8 goals already, if I'm not mistaken. He's on 7 goals in the league, 8 in all competition. No, sorry, 9 in scratch that, 10 in all competitions, and 2 assists. That is an amazing run of form for someone who's meant to be our second choice striker. At the start of the season, if anyone was telling you we're going to get Alexander Isak and we're going to get Hugo Ekitike, everyone would have told you, oh, Ekitike is going to be the backup and Isak's going to be the main guy. Not this season. He's not proving it this season. He's proving that, look, you got Isak. Yeah, he's a good player. But I'm that guy. I don't care whether you think Isak is better than me or not. I'm going to make sure I'm going to get into this team and I'm going to play every single week, every single day of every single week. I am going to put my name on that team sheet. And he's done that. Fair play to him, man. He's just been absolutely fantastic ever since he's come through. He had a bad run of form where he wasn't scoring that many goals. I think it was like he scored like one in his last 6 or 7 games before the Leeds game, but now he's just really started to prove himself week in, week out. And this is what people were saying at the start of the season when people knew about this guy, like myself, like Matt, like Jamie. We all knew about Hugo. We all knew about the qualities that he had. We all knew when we signed the guy, this guy is a quality player, and he's only proving us right. He's only proving us right. Rams, I said Hugo was the main man. You did say it, bro. You did say it, bro. And look, if you're talking about the ability that guy has, is clear to see. Everyone knows the quality that guy has, and we just want to win football matches. And if that means whether that be Hugo Ekitike, whether that be Alexander Isak, or whether that be anything else in the team, we've got to prove it, man. We've got to play the right players, man. And I feel like with these kind of players, we'll 100% do that. We'll 100% do that. Moving on as well, I want to also big up Joe Gomez, who I think has got his first assist in I think in about a year or so, which is mad to hear because he's always been a quality player, but injuries, a lack of rhythm getting into the first team has really stopped him. But yeah, it's been a weird one, and unfortunately he got injured as well, which is the last thing we need. I know Connor Bradley was suspended for this game because of that yellow card against Leeds, but it's just this is not the right time for our players to be getting injured. It's just not the right time, and the fact that Szoboszlai had to go from midfield to right back, and again from time to time we saw that he was getting caught out especially when Matoma came into the game. It was just like we need to get someone in as soon as possible who could play as a right back, whether that be Calvin Ramsey or whether if that's Connor Bradley, if he's fully fit. And even then, this season, he hasn't proven himself to be a fully fit right back. He hasn't. Every time we rely on the guy, he always keeps breaking down, and I don't know why. It's getting a bit worrying on a Liverpool front. But seeing Szoboszlai at right back today just shows that we need a proper right back. We can't rely on Szoboszlai having to do a job at right back. He's a midfielder. You can't expect midfielders to put in a great performance. You can expect to put a great performance here and there, but for the in-game awareness, the defensive and awareness that you have to play as a fullback, he just doesn't have it, man. He just doesn't have it. Big up Streets to the Stadium. Congrats on your win, brother. It's a well-needed win, bro. We needed that win as soon as possible. Isak looked like Isak looked. What I'm gonna say, Isak looked drunk on the ball. I hear it, bro. I hear it, and it's something that we need to talk about. But we'll get to it, man. We'll get to Isak because it is a talking point. We have to talk about arguably the one. Well, he's not arguably. He is the most expensive transfer in British transfer record history. So we have to talk about it. But I want to also shout out Ibu Konate and Virgil van Dijk because I know they've had a lot of stick. I know they've had a lot of criticism this season with the whole they haven't played well. They've lacked form of intensity. They've lacked any sort of. They keeps on making these mistakes, here, left, right, and center. You know how it is, bro. They get criticized all the time, but when they deserve to be praised, they have to get their praise. And today, even though there was a couple of shaky moments, overall, they did well, man. They did well. Every time Brighton had a chance on goal, they were more or less smacking the ball away, or even making sure that it doesn't test us at any point. It was a scrappy game, but they were well up for it, and they thoroughly deserved their clean sheet, man. They thoroughly deserved it, and hopefully we can take it game by game and continue these perfect performances, bro. Because at this point, confidence is low. Confidence is at all-time low. I know everyone in the chat, everyone on multiple spaces, whether it be Twitter, YouTube, whatever, TikTok, everyone knows Liverpool do not look the same. The confidence is low. Liverpool don't look like the same team as last season. And to get in a clean sheet at home, where we haven't got a clean sheet in the last, what's it called? We haven't had a clean sheet um, in our last 4 or 5 games since probably Aston Villa, which was in October, in the Premier League. Come on, man. We needed this win. Big up Yards in the chat. Big up your damn self, bro. How you doing, bro? I hope you're doing good as well. Big up Vader as always. Congrats on the win, Ram. Are you conflicted with the win because it's this manager staying longer? It has this manager staying longer. Look, even though I wanted the manager gone, I'm the one of the very few people that is like, if a manager proves me wrong, I will hold my hands up. And look, you can ask any slot outer or any person that wants slot out of the job. They want to be proven wrong. Because if they get proven wrong, it means Liverpool's winning again. It means Liverpool's challenging again. It means Liverpool are back where we want them to be, which is fighting for Premier Leagues, fighting for Champions Leagues, being one of the best teams in the world. That's the one thing that we ask for. Regardless, we don't want the manager gone because we don't like the manager. We all love the manager for what he did last season. We only want him gone because he wasn't producing on the pitch. He wasn't getting results. He wasn't getting the best out of certain players. A lot of the players were relying on moments of brilliance. There were no passages of play. But that doesn't mean we don't like the guy. If the guy proves us wrong, we give him massive respect. Massive, massive respect. And if he continues to put these performances out where we're slowly starting to get better and better, because let's be honest, right? Obviously, Brighton are not the level of Inter Milan, but it was a lot better than what we saw on Wednesday. Is it the complete article? Is it a great game that we watched, like scintillating game? No, 100% it won. But was it something that has shown a little bit of improvement, even if it's a tiny bit? Of course. We scored 2 goals against a good Brighton team. We've got another clean sheet. We're building confidence. That's what we need at this moment in time. And slowly, once we make one, when we make it 2 wins, then hopefully we can make it unbeaten in 5. Then we can make it unbeaten in 10. We just need to build off it, man. We're making good strides right now, and the January transfer window is coming up. There's been a lot of rumors about us getting Semenyo or getting whoever. But, bro, we just need to build from this, man. We can't be going overboard with all this. I don't think any Liverpool fan is going overboard with the fact of, oh, we don't look, we still look crap. We play like crap. No, we know where we are. We know the team's confidence is low. We're not saying they're amazing. We're not saying, yes, we're back. Liverpool's back. We're going to be back and firing in all cylinders again. We're not saying that. We're just saying we need to build on from this. And that's what we're doing, man. And I can't criticize a manager if he has the same mindset as well. And I think he has, because we're shutting out games, we're getting clean sheets, we're being a lot more defensively solid. Overall, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. You're going to be on Matt's big up stream later for the Arsenal game, Ram. I don't know if he's doing an Arsenal game because I know he said his daughter's ill. But if he is, I'll be there, man. I'll be there. Um, I'll be there, but we'll have to wait and see. We got something to build off of now. Exactly. That's the main thing. We've got something to build off of. We don't have to say that we're on a bad run of form. We're in a decent run of form. What? In our last 5 games, we got 3 wins and two draws. Arguably, one of those draws was I want to say fortuitous, was a bit annoying because we conceded in the last minute. Like overall, we've looked a lot better compared to the last couple of months. Is it easy to say that? Yes, because we're playing a lower level of opposition, barring Inter Milan. But you still need to put in these performances. You still need to get these results, and he's doing it. He's 100% doing it. Oh, he's got it set up. If he's got it set up, bro, then I'll 100% be on there, bro. I'll ask him if he's still going and doing it, bro. But we'll see. We'll see. Big up, Gary. Isak was. Yeah, no, bro. He was. It was. It's not. It's not great to see, and obviously we'll touch upon it as well. But actually, we can do it right now. Obviously, Ekitike's great run of form coincides with the exact opposite, which is Isak. A big talking point for this team is Alexander Isak. Now, I was one of the main people that were pushing back on a lot of criticism at the start of the season. Hadn't had a preseason, was exonerated from the squad, made to train alone. I was very patient with him. And then when he did come back after the October internationals, he then picked up a groin injury, which again, I said, you can't really criticize a guy if he can't play games if he's injured. But now we're past that. We're past that. We're at a point where we need to start criticizing the guy because you've gone past the injury. You can't be relying on no preseason now. You've been at the club for almost 3 to 4 months. This is the time where you got to prove yourself and got to show that you're one of the best strikers in the league. And at this moment, he isn't. He's not proving himself to be the best striker in the league. He looks very static. He doesn't look mobile. He looks weak. He looks so off the mark. So far off the mark. And compared to Ekitike, is night and day. One looks like he's fighting for his place, whilst the other is trying to find his way within the team. In this Liverpool team, you need to have some form of arrogance. And at the end of the day, if you don't have that arrogance or you don't have that self-belief, you're not going to make it at the football club, man. You're not going to make it at the football club. And this is what Isak is doing. His touch, not good. His movement, not very good. His overall attacking striker link up, not good. Runs off the ball, not good. Everything I'm saying about a striker is just not been good enough. And for a player that cost 130 million pounds, you need to put a lot more criticism on the guy. We all want Isak to do well. We all want players to do well. Do you know what the thing is? A lot of these players are starting to look good. Even the new players are starting to prove himself. Kirk has looked good today. Verts looks good. Has looked good in the last couple matches. Like all these players are starting to look very good, but Isak's the only one. Obviously, Frimpong we can't judge because he's still injured. But Isak's the only one that's not showing any glimpses of improving his form. You know what I mean? It's just not good enough, man. It's not good enough at all. I just want to get through to your comments as well. The football's been better when you got your better ball players on the field that can keep the ball and work it about and maintain possession. They can execute what Slot wants more effectively. Exactly, man. And Jones, again, Jones being there, Curtis Jones, very good at recycling possession, very good at keeping the ball, very good at making sure that we can slow the game down, play to our speed. That's what we needed. And only now Arne sort of started to bring these players into the game. Big up Brian as always. We were shit today. Again, we were not at the level, but again, it's better. It's better than what I've seen in the last couple of days, man. We just need wins. We just need wins at this moment. I don't care if it's a scrappy 1-0. If we're keeping clean sheets when we haven't kept a single clean sheet before Inter Milan in our last 8 to 10 games, we badly needed that. Badly needed that. Isak is not looking good. It ain't looking good at all. It ain't looking good at all. When Jones, Wirtz, Gravenberch, and Ekitike on the field together, we look so much better. Exactly, man. Exactly. When you got your most technical players, good players will play with other good players. I don't believe that you could put all these amazing players together and then it just won't work. At some point, it will work. They will understand each other's game and they'll get the best out of each other. And the likes of Soboslai when he plays in centre midfield to provide that little bit of balance as well, just shows, man. It just shows. Of course, Slot will get the blame for Isak looking gassed off for 2 minutes. That's the thing. You can't be blaming the manager for that, man. You can't blame the manager for a player that just doesn't look at it, looks far off the pace for the league, looks far off for the what's it called for what the team wants to play. That's how it is, man, and that's how I think you guys need to have to look at this guy. Unfortunately, McAllister's been shit. I've said it for years. Get that guy gone, bro. This is his last season. He weren't bad. He weren't bad at all. It's only this season, and we saw last season certain other players didn't look good, but we gave them the amount of time. Like certain players can have bad forms, bad periods of form. McAllister's still a good player. He's still a very good quality player, and he's an asset to the team. Just unfortunately, he's getting forced to play these games when he shouldn't be playing, in my opinion. He should be on the bench because at the moment he's not performing week in, week out, and what is expected of him. And plus, I don't understand why what's his name? McAllister's playing at 10. Get him away from that number 10 position. He doesn't have the mobility for it as well. Just put Wirtz in that 10, please. That's all I ask for on a start. Just put Wirtz in that 10. Keep him there. Don't let him leave that position. Make that position his. That's all I ask of Arne Slot. Isak couldn't catch you. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about it. He probably would. But yeah, it's just that he just doesn't look like the same player that we saw in Newcastle. It looks just incredibly poor. He looks incredibly poor. Slot system suits Jones perfectly. That's why Jones prefers this style. He said so early in the season or pre-season, if you remember. Yeah, he did. And he's the kind of player that prefers the possession game, prefers to have the ball the majority of the time, prefer the possession to be about 60% majority of the time. That's this kind of game. He prefers to have movement off the ball. He prefers to have many touches on the ball as well. He's that kind of player, man, and he should be getting more minutes as well. He's a very, very technically good player, can attract a lot of players to the ball pause, and he can get out of tough situations. That's a signs of quality of player, man, and I think he should be deserved. I think he should be getting a lot more game time, and I think he deserves it as well. Not one game have I seen he's had an absolute stinker. You could argue probably Galatasaray was his worst game, and I didn't even think he was that bad. But you know how it is, bro. You know how it is. Certain players don't. Certain people in the fan base don't believe, in what in certain players' qualities. Because Jesus, David, I know it was just a slight pause, but yeah, man, I had to keep the flow going. But yeah, obviously we talked about Isak. We talked about the big one. I completely forgot. Mo Salah's back. Mo Salah returned onto the pitch, I think after 20 minutes. Did he come on after 20 minutes? I'm sure he did. Sure, Salah came on after 20 minutes. Where is he? Salah came on after 25 minutes. Salah came on after 25 minutes in this game and obviously came back with an assist for Hugo Ekitke this season from a set piece. Fair play to him, man. Fair play to him. Look, I've said what I said about Mo Salah. I think he was wrong for coming out and speaking about the club. I understand where he's coming from, where he feels that many people, and I do believe it's the rival narrative. Many people are saying that without Salah, we look a lot better, which I didn't subscribe to. And I think that a lot of the rival narrative was going on along those lines. However, did we look amazing with him? No. Did we look amazing without him? No. Did we look better with him in the team? Slightly. I'd say slightly. I think with the quality that he has in general, I think you're always going to look a little bit better than when you don't have him in the team and when you're playing a centre mid at right wing. But at the end of the day, look, I'm happy that he's back in the team. I think Liverpool and I think the manager Arne Slot need him in the team as well. I think having an asset like that on the bench or even in the starting 11 just helps so much. And if we don't have him in the team, Liverpool look a lot worse. Liverpool look a lot worse without him in the team. I think having him as a contingency plan, having him there that could get a goal or an assist at any moment in the game, massive asset, man, massive asset. And I feel having Salah within that team would be a massive benefit for any fan base or any club in the world, regardless whether it be Man City, whether it be Arsenal, whether it be Liverpool, whether it be Barcelona, whether it be Real Madrid. Having a player of that quality will help massively, massively, man. Hugo will score 30 goals in his debut season. I don't know if he scored 30 league goals. I think that going there is a bit too extreme. I think he's already on, was it 7 and 14? If you're going by that that goal to game ratio, he'll be on 19 goals this season. But having 30 goals, I don't think a player's got 30 league goals in their debut season other than Mo Salah. I don't think any striker has. In my opinion, I don't think anyone's done that, which is crazy. Which is crazy. Even like the likes of Ruud van Nistelrooy, obviously Erling Haaland's the big one. Erling Haaland's the obvious one. But again, he's a freak of nature. I'm not gonna put Haaland with anybody else. He's just a freak. Haaland's a freak. But if he gets 20 goals this season, and if it's 20 league goals this season, then that's an incredible season, incredible debut season to have for a club like Liverpool as well. Amazing performance, amazing season on that front. Ram, have you spoken about my Ekitke? Yeah, I have, bro. I've spoken very highly about him. Like I said, when we signed him, man, when we signed him, I told you the fundamentals, the quality that he has, the technical ability. He just gave me that Sturridge vibe when I saw him. The link-up play when he played with Mamouche, then he became the main man for Frankfurt when he left. He's got all the quality, man. He's got all the technical ability ready to be a very top player and a top class player at that. And he's showing it. He's showing the quality that he has. Even when we're playing badly, even when we need it, we haven't been able to produce any results. He's still one of those players that can give you something off the ball, on the ball, everything, man. Just top player, man. I'm so happy he's at Liverpool. On track for 20 league goals. Yeah, he is. He's on track for 19 league goals this season, which again, it's a great tally of goals that he has. And remember, all of them are non-penalty goals, which is, I know a lot of people don't like counting penalties, but he hasn't got a single penalty this season. It's either Salah or Szoboszlai that scored the penalty. So fair play to him. Versus was very, yeah. I need to talk about him as well. He was also very good as well. Florian Wirtz obviously got a lot of criticism this season, being 115 million pounds, meant to be the new creative spark for Liverpool. But today, just his overall play, the silkiness, the ability on the ball, you could just see the technique that he has. It's just there to see. And if anyone that is, I would like to say that even the football purists that hate Liverpool, that even a football fan that hates Liverpool, if you're a football purist, you would appreciate and revel in the quality of Florian Wirtz. His movement, his dribbling, his passing, his ability, his low center of gravity, elegance, everything. The only thing that's missing from him is GA. He just needs that output now. I think everything else in the game that he's showing has been great, especially when he's playing in that number 10 position. Everything he's showing is at the top class level. It's one of the reasons why we paid around about 150 million pounds for him. But he's just incredible, man. He just needs to get some output now. The only thing that's failing him is the output. I know he should be on around about 9 or 10 assists this season already, but come on, man. If you don't see the quality, then I think you just have an agenda, in my opinion. But I'll let you have your agenda whenever you do. Big up, Rookie, bro. I hope you're doing well, bro. I hope you're doing well. Ekitke would guarantee Arsenal the league if he went at facts. I think when I had the conversation about Ekitke and Gyökeres, I told Arsenal fans, if Ekitke played for Arsenal, you, man, will be walking the league, coasting the league. You'll be the best team in Europe, hands down. You've got a top quality striker who can get the best out of other players around him, man. It's too good. It's too good. But I'll let Arsenal have hit their Gyökeres propaganda done for them, bro. Let them stick with Gyökeres. Hope you're good, bro. I hope you're good as well, bro. I hope you're good as well. footballing elegance. Yes, elegance at its finest. Zidane-esque. I wouldn't go that far. I think Zidane was just up another level, but you can see the quality, the technique, I wouldn't even say va-va-voom, but it's more the brilliance that he has, the vision that he has. He just needs the output. The output's the only thing that's missing for him. Once he gets that output, he's gonna be a problem, man. He's gonna be a big, big problem. That's why I call him flow glider. Man just glides with the ball. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. He hovers with the ball. He's just moving. He moves like a gazelle. Just too elegant, man. Too elegant. And we just need that quality on a regular basis on a regular basis. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Unfortunately, naturally, I just say bro for everything. So I do apologize, Ricky. I do apologize. His hold up and pressing also impressed me. He's getting the Rams. Yeah, he is. It's been four months now that he's showing. He's sort of like tried to get in touch with the league. He's trying to understand the physicality, and I think he's now started to realize how physical the game is, and he's starting to get himself about. Pause. I think that's. I don't know if that's a pause, but it's still a pause. He's starting to show the physicality in his game that he was lacking, and we're starting to reap the rewards from it, man. And it's just we needed this. Hopefully, we should have had this at the start of the season, but still, we needed this. We needed this. I'm so glad it's come at the right time, man. December, hopefully, from the second half of the season, he can really kick on and show the quality that he has. A bit like Royce, actually. I don't know about Royce because Royce was very much he was very rapid. I think he doesn't have the natural pace or raw pace of Royce. Royce was a bit of a powerhouse himself because he was not only rapid, but his finishing was highly underrated. Very good finisher. Got a strong shot on him as well. So I want to say Royce. I think the best person to describe him would probably be Mario Götze from back in the day. If anyone's that watched Mario Götze, he was a bit like that. Very silky on the ball, especially when he was younger, when he had a little bit of pace on him. Very silky, very good close control, and also had very good vision as well, man. Had a very good eye for a ball. Very, very good eye for a ball. That back heel to Ekitke, he was getting so close. He's getting there, man. He's getting there. He's getting there. And at some point, we will start to see the output come through, and we are going to see the very, very best of Florian Wirtz. I am very, very sure about that. But people, it was a little bit of a short stream today because I know Arsenal are playing in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to have a quick look at that game. If you haven't already, like the stream, subscribe if you're new. On the road to 6,000 as well. So hopefully we can get there by the end of January. There will be more content being put out on my channel. I will be doing more content for sure. I'm going to get a couple of friends to come along as well. So we are getting there, people. We are getting there, and there will be a Christmas special coming up very, very soon. Just organize numbers for that. But yeah, people, Liverpool win 2-0 against Brighton. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. It is a short one. If you haven't already, like the stream, subscribe if you have it already. Comment if you're watching on the replay. Give me your thoughts on the game, on certain players that you thought were good or weren't that very good. Or if you have any ideas for an upcoming stream or any thoughts on the upcoming games for Liverpool, do put that in the comments below. But I appreciate every single one of you being here. This is Ram from the Ram Stand, and we out, people. Peace.